Mir Ahmed bin Quasem Arman, a practicing barrister at the Bangladesh Supreme Court, was reportedly abducted by state security forces on the night of August 9, 2016. He became one of the many victims of enforced disappearances during Sheikh Hasina's authoritarian regime. At the time, his father, a prominent businessman and social entrepreneur, had been convicted by the International Crimes Tribunal in Dhaka for crimes against humanity committed during the 1971 Liberation War. Arman had publicly criticized the tribunal's legal flaws and its political use by the Hasina government. His outspoken writings drew international attention and timely making him a target. After enduring 8 years of severe torture in a secret detention center known as Aynaghor, the Glass House, Arman was released on August 6, 2024, a day after Hasina's dictatorship fall in a bloody revolution. In this exclusive interview with Delta Voice, Arman shares his story and reflections. Sheikh Hasina actually returned to this country for revenge, and even it's already recorded in some documents. As a human being, do you feel that you have lost your 8 years in a disastrous way, and you feel that you also need to take a revenge against AwamiLeague?
No, I am a believer. I believe in hereafter, and I believe whatever happened to me for the last 8 years, I will be rewarded in hereafter. So I don't want revenge, but I want to make sure what happened to me or what happened in the last 16 years never repeats itself. For that, I want justice. I want justice for those who are involved. I want compensation and rehabilitation for the victims, and we want to make sure we pass laws and awareness program so that such heinous crimes against humanity is never repeated, not in Bangladesh or in the region or anywhere in the world.
Why have you involved in politics?
I believe Allah has given me a second life. I owe my duty to those who did not make it out alive. My involvement to the politics is a rebellion against fascism. Fascists targeted me and thought this will create an an atmosphere of fear, and people will never be too afraid to ask for a free and fair election. My return to politics is a slap in the face of those people who wanted to use violence to eradicate competition from the political field. My participation in the politics is a rebellion against fascism and all form of use of violence.
Your father was one of the central leaders of this party, and he was convicted in a controversial court proceeding at that time during the Sheikh Hasina regime. But same political party you are now doing and you are participating, do you think that it will create controversy and it is tough or challenging for you to explain it before the people?
Overwhelming majority of the people who are running in this ticket are young people. People who are born after the War of Independence. People who have a vision. People who want to change. People who are free of corruption, who are transparent, highly educated, and have an idea how to reform the society. And that's why I decided to run from this party, because I see that they want to change the system, how it's working. Status quo only benefits the corrupt, people with black money, people with muscle power. We want to change it and make it a level playing field. So anyone with an idea, anyone with a quality and ability to contribute can take part in politics. My party is free of dynasty. You don't have to be born in a politically important family. You don't have to have money. All you have to have is dedication, sincerity, and loyalty. If you can demonstrate these three qualities, you can rise up the ladder. And I believe parties like Jamaat-e-Islami gives opportunity to the people in the grassroots to take part in the politics and make a difference in the future of Bangladesh.
Still now, we see huge propaganda against this party, that this party doesn't hold the spirit of the independence. And still now, also there is propaganda, and AwamiLeague during its regime used it as a trump card. So it's a challenge, and the generation may be misguided again through propaganda. So don't you feel that?
No, I believe the young generation wants those who will talk about future, not past. Small minds talks about people and their criticism. Medium mind talks about problem, and big mind talks about ideas. Jamaat is about new idea. Jamaat is about future. And I believe the young generation likes that about Jamaat. And they will support Jamaat in the upcoming election because they have a well set out plan about future, and they're the party who are not living in the past but looking forward in the future. And that's why we're attracting a lot of young voters. That's why we see landslide victories in all the public universities, and I believe this will be reflected in the general elections too.